Hello everybody, and we're about to continue our Let's Play series of Dark Souls 3. Let's see where adventure is going to be taking us next. In our last episode, we were working our way through the Lothric wall area, and we freed Greyrat, as well as made our way over, grabbed the banner, and now we're about to head on over to Vort. Which is always a fun time. Now you can bring two summons along. I believe there is the Swordmaster somewhere over here. And I think there is even a knight from Ferosa up there that you can summon. He is like right over this way. It's either like right over there or right up that way. We are probably going to be okay with just going in and seeing how it goes. Always a cool entrance for Vort. Trick, of course, is just getting behind him. Going crazy. And there we go. Now have the soul of Boreal Valley Vort, of course. Our ember is restored, and the gates are open. Not needing that anymore. Soul of Vort of the Boreal Valley, one of the twisted souls used to acquire many souls or transpose. Vort served as an outrider knight, never far from the fleeting dancer. Of course, the dancer's right over that way. You can actually take on the dancer pretty early. However, I don't think it would go super smoothly. I think you'd have to pretty much play it perfectly for the amount of damage we would do and the amount of damage she would do. And then, I always love looking at this view right over here. You can kind of see everywhere what we'll be going from here on out. Let's actually pull out our binoculars real quick. There we go. Sometimes they're items, sometimes they're weapons. Okay, let's take a nice look at everything. So as you can see over here, I believe that part right there is where we pick up the Dragon Crest shield, and then the Stray Demon is way over that way. And then of course you have the Abyss Watchers right over here. The Undead Settlement right there, of course. You can see our friend that shoots the arrows, as well as where either Siegward or Siegmeyer, I always mix them up. I think it's Siegward this time. He's in there. Over here you have the Great Cathedral, I believe. You can kind of see the ruins in the swamp nearby. I think that would be where the Crystal Sage is in that area. You can see where the Archdragon Peak would be, I believe, way off in the distance. You've got Irithyll / Orlando in that area. It's very awesome. I think that one way in the distance is where the Curse-Rotted Greatwood is. It's just so cool to see everything, and then you got the swamp down below with the 3 towers that we have to light. Always a fun time. Let's raise that banner. Back in the undead settlement. There's nothing over that way, but I think there is an item over here. And we're very close to our Flamberge. It's not too far away from the entrance to the undead settlement. Of course, here come the dogs. There we go. Now, I'm actually not quite sure yet which ending we're going to want for this playthrough. We have done 2 of the endings so far. We did the ending where we kind of crush the Firekeeper in our first playthrough and take the flame for ourselves. We did the hollow ending for Londor in our last one, where we do the whole thing with Henri. In this one, I wonder.
Please, grant me death. Undo my shackles. Oh. Oh, then it's true. A champion of Ash as I live and breathe. To be in your presence is a great honor. I am Njol of Londor, a pilgrim, as you can see, only somehow I failed to die as was ordained. Well, perhaps my calling lies elsewhere. Say, champion of Ash, how does the idea of taking me into your service strike you? I was once a sorcerer. Surely I can be of use. Oh, I am honored, truly. I should be dead, yet you have granted me purpose anew. I, Yol of Londor, do solemnly swear myself to you.
Okay, awesome. Now, I might just add that to a poll for our playthrough. Like, do we want to do the hollow ending again and do the whole thing with Henri where we end up marrying Henri, or do we want to do the other part where we actually help Henri take on Aldrich and then kind of complete her, well, in this case it'd be his quest because we are a female character. So that might be something to consider. Because the way we go with Henri kind of dictates how our ending is going to be. Okay, so if we go this way, I think our bridge is right over there. Small leather shield. This is always a little gross. If there's anything else up here. Charcoal pine bundle. There we go for Loretta. Some repair powder. Mostly just for selling, because I don't think we ever really have to worry about durability too much in Dark Souls 3. Charcoal pine bundle. Loretta's bone. We didn't want embers, we wanted the fire bombs. It's always fun to take these guys out that way. Soul of an unknown traveler. Okay, we got our evangelist over here. Always wanted to use that weapon for a playthrough. One of these days we will use that spiked mace because that is such a striking weapon. Which is funny because it does strike damage, I'm sure. Worker hat, worker trousers, ember, Estus Shard. So I think we can wrap around here. There we go. Titanite Shard. And it doesn't really pay to go that way. I think this is always the better way to go. Plus, it is the way to our Flamberge. Which might take a while to actually get, just because I think the drop rate is not super high. Go, but our Flamberge is right over here. He's got it. We didn't get it on our first try. Okay, Caudacious Round Shield. Oh, there's another one up there. I don't know if he's going to drop down, though. Maybe not. There he is, okay. Now, he does not have the Flamberge, of course. Go grab the fire over here. Oh my goodness. Some fire bombs. Titanite Shard. Let's actually make a stop over by Firelink real quick. Talk to Grey Rat, give him Loretta's Bone, and do a little bit of leveling as well as some Estus Shard stuff. Old discolored human bone with several holes bored into it. A woman's corpse in the undead settlement was found clutching this bone. Her name was Loretta. Kinda sad.
Welcome home, speak thine. Very well. Then touch the dark, take nourishment.
Okay, so we gotta get, I believe, strength up to 15 and dex up to 14 to be able to use the Flamberge. And then, of course, I think our strength will pretty much stay at 15, and we will work our way to get dexterity up to 40.
Ah, 'tis good to what needs smithing this.
There we go. I think we're still okay because we're not really using too much magic yet.
Oh, hello, you're back, and in one piece. Well, now it's time I do my part. Whatever trinket you need, speak up. Just don't ask me where I got them.
Yeah, I don't think we need anything.
Heavens, she was already dead. Thank you. I'm not surprised, though. almost a relief, really. You can keep the ring as, well, a little trinket of thanks, I suppose.
It's kind of sad for Grey Route.
You can keep them as...
Okay, we're not going to really talk to Yul at the moment, because we'll talk to him depending on the outcome we want to use. We can talk to, for our final ending. And we can talk to, I think, Hawkeye.
What a sick joke. Asking us. You're talking.
I wonder if he has new dialogue. There we go.
To give in, eh? Good. The Firekeeper must be twitching with delight. But what do you really know about these Lords of Cinder? These supposed legends? Let's take Aldrich for one. A right and proper cleric. Only he developed a habit of devouring men. He ate so many that he bloated like a drowned pig, then softened into sludge. So they stuck him in the Cathedral of the Deep, and they made him a Lord of Cinder, not for virtue, but for might. Such as a lord, I suppose. But here I ask, do we have a sodding chance? At the foot of Lothric Castle, an old path still runs below the tower in the undead settlement. It was used to transport sacrifices to the Cathedral of the Deep. You should see where it leads, if you've the stones for it. At the foot of Lothric Castle, it was if...
Okay, there we go. I think that should about do it. We can see some item description for Vort, even though I don't think we're using any of his items.
Fret not. My feet are here firmly planted, for I am a lord, and this is my throne. Listen, this might pique thine interest. Before I was a Lord of Cinder, I was a student of transposition, the process of extracting and coalescing the essence of a soul. A forbidden art that once left a foul stain upon Corlin's honor. 'Tis an art that grants powers once thought unattainable. Most transposing kilns were lost with Corland, but this place is a crossing for all manner of cursed objects. If thou happenst upon a transposing kiln, bring it to me, quick. Listen, before the it is an art.
We can't get any descriptions on Vort stuff until after the Curse Rotted Greatwood. So let's hop on back to the cliff underside. Of course, we got the partisan right over there, hanging on that corpse. That's something we're going to use, but something we can sell. Axe and our friend over here.
Unkindled, are we? Welcome to my abode. I am Cornix, an old pyromancer. A crow in his cage, as you see now. But here we are, an encounter for the ages. I hear the unkindled make for fine vessels. Care to learn some pyromancies from this old man? Ah, most wise. A chance encounter should not be squandered. To reiterate, I am Cornix of the Great Swamp. The pleasure is mine.
Okay, rescued Cornix. We probably won't be using any pyromancies in this one. There we go. Primarily, we're going to be using sorceries, of course, and we're going to be also using maybe 1 or 2 miracles. There's our friend. Oh my god, right through the roof. Not expecting that. There we go. Solve an unknown traveler, and the fire clutch is right over this way. I don't think there's anything else over here, but we can get another attempt at our flamberge. It's a no-go. Let's make our way over here. These guys aren't doing too much. Large soul. There we go, and we're going to be going this way. Okay, the Kestis. Our friend should be here. The Bloodbite ring. I don't think there's anything else over here. for the time being, we can wear the blood bite ring, because we don't have a lot going on here. One of the bite rings native to Kareem increases bleed resistance. The crafting of these rings is forbidden, perhaps owing to fear of a malleable stone. Clerics, however, dabble freely in the art. Okay, there we go. Okay, I assume our friend Hodrick is coming soon. There we go. Invaded by Mad Dark Spirit Holy Knight Hodrick. He's always a fun time. Of course, I believe he also uses a Flamberge. He might be stuck. Is our friend making his way over as well? Come on, Hodrick. We're right over here. Come on. We might have to go to him. There we go. Oh, he did a nice parry on us. That's pretty awesome. I forgot he could do that. Okay, we don't want to take on everybody. Kind of get some space over here. Oh, there he is. Oh, he fell down. Nice. Makes things a little easier. And there we go. Okay, let's make our way through the backside of the undead settlement now. Thought I heard somebody. where is our path again? I feel like it's maybe over here. Oh, there's our ladder. Another lovely evangelist. Oh my goodness.
Oh, cleanse that bastard's curse.
Seem to be stuck. Let's get some space over here. And there we go. Always a terrifying time dealing with the evangelists. Okay, I think there is an item over here, actually. Okay, Titanite shard. I think we got everything that was up here, though. Do a quick double check. Oh, there is an item over here. Another Titanite shard. Okay, now I believe that the crystal lizard down there gives us a sharp gem. Could be wrong. But I also think it's not here at the moment. I believe it's kind of a hard crystal lizard to get to. I think we already got that. Got the whip. That's everything in here. Soul of an unknown traveler. That is locked from that point. Charcoal pine resin and our drop spot. Warrior of Sunlight and some Estus soup. And there we go. about 40 minutes in here. I think we can go this way next. Gonna kind of run our way past everything. Oh boy, maybe that was a bad idea. Oh my goodness. Got squished, got smashed. Just trying to make our way over to the door. There we go. Now we can talk to our friend.
Oh. Pardon me, I was absorbed in thought. I am Siegwart of Katarina. To be honest, I'm in a bit of a pickle. Have you ever walked near a white birch only to be struck by a great arrow? Well, if I'm not mistaken, they come from this tower. Whoever it is, I'm sure I can talk some sense into them. But I have to find a way up, and that's just the trouble. This lift only goes down, you see, and... Well, that doesn't get me anywhere. This lift with...
Okay, now we can help our friend out by going down so he can go up, which is all he really needed. We're gonna go this way. And we're gonna head right over here. Of course, this makes this encounter much easier. And there we go. The Ariandel straight sword, which is a really good weapon. It's fast, it causes frost buildup, it's just all around pretty effective. Okay, well I think we're gonna call it here. And in our next one, we will talk to the giant, get that squared away, and I think we're working our way toward the Curse-Rotted Greatwood for our next encounter. I'd like to thank everybody for tuning in, and we'll be talking again real soon.